Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Stay tuned. I've got to talk about Santa Claus first, even though he's back in the classes, but I'm going to talk about it because he turned out so darn cute. So here he is. Now I knitted this panel. So this is all the gray, this whole thing. That's what I knitted. And then I put it on a pillow. Wait till you see the pillow. Oh my God. So I was looking for pillows because it's easier. I was like, I didn't want to have to buy fabric and deal with fabric. And so I just went to look for pillows, but they had to be this size. This is a normal, you know. And oh my God, I found this one. So it looks like sheep, but look at what it says. Isn't that amazing? So I think this is probably backwards for you, but it says believe. It's like a sheep kind of fabric. And then I just sewed it on I took the pillow out and then I just sewed it on. And then I put a pom-pom on. And oh my gosh, isn't he adorable? So this is like amazing. So if you want to do this, I got this pillow at Home Goods. I would rush over to Home Goods if you're wanting to do this because I have no idea how long you'll be able to find that pillow. There's other pillows, but oh my God, this was just like the best thing ever. So Santa, and I'll talk about it. So, and so this is intarsia. Now I said it was intarsia. So that means you got, like I've got a big strand of gray here, and then I've kept the red connected to the skein, and then I have another strand of gray here. And you just, as you come here and you've got to go trade from gray to red, you just twist the yarns. That's it. But you have to twist the yarns. That's what connects the colors together. But that's it. This is a perfect beginning intarsia class because it just doesn't have that much going on. It's big spaces. And then under his beard is seed stitch. And then I just took these and ran them through the seed stitch. I crocheted a little nose. If you need a nose, I'll crochet you a nose. And then of course, Pom-Pom Maker makes pom-pom. But oh my goodness, this turned out better than I could have ever imagined. So this class is going to be, let's see, I'm out of order. Saturday, October 26th. So Saturday, October 26th, that would be from 12 to 2. 12 to 2, Saturday, the 26th. Pillow, 12 to 2. Yay! Other thing off my needles is that hat I was knitting, the stranded hat. Oh my gosh, it turned out so fabulous. So this hat, and look at the top. Isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. So this is an intermediate kind of class. So you need to have done hats. I highly suggest you do magic loop or 2 circulars at the top, unless you're a double pointed person, and then be my guest. But don't try to get away with just doing 1 needle because it's going to make this not work quite right. And so yeah, so it's stranded. This is a Latvian braid, which is a 3-row process. Nothing's hard about it. It's just a process. But oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I just love Latvian braids. And then this is a twisted rib. So that means on the knit stitch, you're knitting into the back and then you purl into the back, purl. So those are what's happening. Stranded is back like this, where you're carrying the yarns along with you. So you're always, the whole time you've got both yarns going the whole time. And that's what it looks on the other side. So I haven't set the date for this class, but it's a few weeks out. But if you're interested, I used DK weight Chow. I just used Chow, which comes in a multitude of colors. 1 skein of each color is all you need. I don't remember what needle size I just finished it, but I have no idea what needle size I was on. So as I get closer, I'll get that for you. But anyway, so this is coming up in a few weeks. This Sunday from 10 to 12 is the pressed flower little hand kerchief. And so this is it. It's a slip stitch pattern. It's beautiful. You're only carrying 1 yarn at a time. You knit with 1 yarn for 2 rows, knit and slip. It's slipping stitches. So you knit, you slip, you knit, you slip. That's it. And then you come back and then you pick up the other color and do another color and do. So it's really, really fun. Now, what I've pretty much decided is I think around a 7 needle is what probably will look best for everybody. And you're going to add flowers probably. You're probably not going to, unless you're a pretty loose knitter. And if you've started this and it seems like it's pretty loose, go down a needle size. If it seems like it's really tight, go up a needle size. You may need to start it more than once just to get the needle size correct. But no matter what you do, you will probably do more flowers. So they do 6 flowers before you do this corner flower. So you'll do like 7 or 8 flowers, which means you just do that. There's a chart. You're going to work the chart because it's just a color chart. And you'll just do that 1 or 2 more times, then, 7 times or 8 times. And then you do the center flower, and then you'll do the same 7 or 8 times on that side. And it's done, and it's pretty quick. Pretty quick, and it's fun. It's really fun. So this class, and I use the Dusty. This down here is the DK. So this is a DK weight yarn. So this is our DK, and of course we have lots of DKs all over the over the store. Chow is a DK, so you can do it out of Chow. You would probably need 2 of each of those skeins. And yeah, so we've got lots of options for DK, but that's what I use is the Dusty yarn. So that is this Sunday from 10 to 12. And then Wednesday, so I put a class on Wednesday. I'm going to put a couple classes on the next Wednesdays through, until we get to Christmas. So the class is Wednesday, the November 6th. I can't believe I just said that word. November 6th. And it's going to be from 4 to 6. So that's the felted slipper class. All right, the felted slipper class. Yes, 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 yes. And that is, it does all that by itself. Here's the yarns, and we have 5 colors. Here's 3 of them. Pretty bright yellow. This one's beautiful. I love this one. So, and it obviously takes a skein to make a pair of slippers. And so this is felted. So hopefully you felt in your machine. So hopefully your machine will felt it. The newer machines don't really agitate. Even if you've got one that's agitating, it's going like this instead of like this, the way the old ones did. So a lot of them do felt things, but some of them don't. And so if it's not felting, I have an old machine and I'll get it felted for you. So, but I want you to try in your machine, because if you can get your machine to felt, then felting is a very fun thing to do. So if you can get your machine to felt, then that's a good thing. So I want you to try your machine first, and then if it's not working, I will be happy to felt it for you. So anyways, this is a pretty simple little pattern. And as I said, these are like so comfortable. Any felted clogs, we have a clog that's felted. Hold on, off camera. Back. So here's the clog that's felted. And it's got this bottom. So this is more complicated, but it's a great pattern. It's a great pattern. If you wanted to do this instead of the other one, I could do that with you. So so we've got this one, the clogs. Now I've not done this for anybody yet, this one, but this one I've done hundreds of these, or I had clients doing hundreds of these over the last, oh my God, 15 years, 20 years. And these are amazing. They're very comfortable. Men love these clogs. So I'm going to guess that men are going to love this clog too, or this slipper. This slipper is good. They ask that when they wear out, they ask for new ones. That's how much they love them. And my guess is because I think it's the feel of the felt that is so amazing. So that's what this, so anyways, slipper class is Wednesday, November 6th from 4 to 6. This is Cascade 220, and this is Cascade 220 with a Noro running with it, because everything's doubled on this. You double up your yarn, and so that's what makes the stripe. It's not just the carry-on, but it's held with whatever the solid is that you're using. So slipper class takes care of the classes. So Christmas arrived at the studio on Sunday, so we pulled out the Christmas stuff that we've made over the years. And so I'm just going to show you things at show and tell, because some of you may never have seen any of these things, and they're some of our basic patterns. So the big one we've done a lot of are our little gnomies, because I'm a gnome fanatic. I was a Waldorf teacher. Everything's about the gnomes. So, but what's great about these guys is they can also be Santas. You just do red, and then you put in a black belt, and now they're Santa Clauses. But aren't they amazing? They're amazing. So if you want them bigger, you just use, this is a worsted weight single. You can double the worsted weight, and you've got a bigger guy. Obviously, if you go down, you'll have a smaller guy. But since it's already got a small guy, I'm not sure I'd go down. I'd stick with the worsted. So this is a round project. I think I'm going to make it so that you can because you should be able to do this flat because you'll just purl back. So you could also do this flat and then sew up the back of it, which isn't very big. It would sew up very quickly. The arms are an I-cord, which is super simple. And then the hats, these hats we could do flat. This guy, I don't know if I can do this guy flat, but I'll figure it out. Then you have this little triangle that's seed stitch, and you have a little rectangle that you make the nose out of, and then you hot glue them together. And he's amazing. So this is a Nomies. You can come in. I'll probably do a class, get a class going on this at some point here too. So there's our Nomies. Then we have a very modern take on Santas. And so they're like this. Pretty good, huh? Whoop. So there's one. And there's paper, comb paper just in the inside of it. And here's the third one. So there's the trio of little Santas. And so this, as I said, this is like a very modern take on a Santa, and I just love them. I think they're adorable. They're not very hard. You will do magic loop on this, I think. I'll look at these patterns really good and see if they can easily, like if you're just knitting a row between everything, you could just purl back and this could be flat. And you don't have to do the circle thing. And then we have trees. And they're the same thing. They have cones inside of them. And then this one has some color work. This one you will do in the round. The color work one you'll have to do in the round. It's hard to do color work not in the round. So, and there's the trees. So Santas, trees, gnomes, makes a really great little vignette of Christmas stuff. So then we've also got other pillows. I have done other pillows over the years. So this is our little Santa pillow. This one I suggest you do out of the Aran yarn. And this has, the original pattern has tiny Santas and lots of them, and the pillow's bigger. So I didn't want to do that. I just wanted bigger Santas. So I made bigger Santas with bigger yarn and not as many. And so he's very doable. So there's the Santa, and he's the same on both sides. And then there's a snowman one. And he's the same on both sides. This is fun. And then you put eyes, you put in the little noses. Those are a French knot. And there's one was something. Oh, maybe it was a Santa. I think it was a Santa. Is it the Santa? I don't know. If you come to the store, see if you can find what's wrong with one of them. It's something about their eyes or something, I think. But I can't see it right. Oh, I think that's it. This little guy down here. See, his eyes are not centered. So we sort of look into the side. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Perfect is okay. And then this is a very, very simple first intarsia where you just knit one with white, knit one with red, and then you have a row of just white. And then you put pom-poms on it, and it's just a really beautiful little pillow. Yep, so that's our pillow collection. And the little guy, where'd he go? Because I got him over here, so where'd he go? And then our other little Santa, we did these last year as the multiple. So you make this, knit this as like an oval. You stuff it, then you knit the hat, and then you put, it's sort of the, it's sort of the baby of this one. Same idea. Then you knit up a little nose. Oh, that's a good nose. We could do that nose on this guy from now on. I forgot about that nose. And then the little tassels. And then you just glue it all up and put in a thing, and he's an ornament or a package stuffer or whatever you want. So here's another idea for Christmas. So ideas for Christmas are in the studio now. The patterns are in the studio now. And so come have fun. Other thing we have for Christmas is a blanket. And this is a mitered square blanket. Now this is just a great overall blanket, period. You can see the little seam that goes diagonal in the squares. That's not a seam, that's where you're decreasing. And you pick up as you go. So you pick up, and so there's no sewing together at the end or anything. And this could be done in any color, any yarn, anything. I would push the needle up as far as you can with still having a sturdy fabric, because it does eat up a lot of yarn. It's garter stitch and it does eat up a lot of yarn, but oh my gosh, is it amazing. So, and this is the Aran, the Cascade superwash Aran, and it's lovely, lovely yarn. So the blanket, and there's other blankets. There's blankets where you can just take your whatever colors you want to do, and you just randomly stripe, and you randomly put pearls on one side and knits on the other side, and you just randomly do this thing. Beautiful. So it can be simple, or it can be a little bigger. This isn't really complex. This is only like after you do the first couple squares, you'll get it. And yeah, so that's that blanket. All right, everybody, that's it for today. And it's very cold. We've got a cold September, October. So sweaters, like you still have time for sweaters. We have fast sweaters. We really have fast sweaters, or just knit yourself one for the holidays. So sweaters are good. Hats are good. Scarves are good. I'll show you more of those as time gets shorter and shorter. And it's just time to start making your list and checking it twice and deciding who gets what. Make sure they're knit worthy though. Knit worthy means that they understand what you're doing. They understand knitting is a slow art, and that it takes time and it takes money to make these things. It's not like a sewing machine where you go zip, zip, zip and a hat's done or anything like that. These take time, and they need to understand that, because not every, unless they do handwork of some sort, if they're a creator and do something with their hands, any medium, they're going to understand handwork and the time and the love and everything, the expense that goes into it. If they don't, then don't knit them anything. It'll break your heart. And sometimes you have to knit the first thing to see if you're not sure, but make it a hat, something simple. But yeah, so gifting your knitting needs to be very thoughtfully thought of, because there are really some bad stories of things people have done with their knitted gifts, because they become the dog blanket or stuff like that, you know. And so yeah, so be very thoughtful about that. So that's it for today, and I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.